that second goal, they just said, hold on, they're not this team of old. And I think Madrid are smart enough that there'll come a point in the game where they'll go, we can actually just pop the ball around and beat these guys. Because City, I think the game you're talking about where City absolutely dominated, you were pressing from the get-go.
Yeah.
There was a game where De Bruyne played false nine, and I don't think you've got those legs now to press. So what you're going to have to do is go, come and play.
Yeah.
And against Madrid, I just think you're asking for trouble.
Goalkeepers and forwards are so important in games like this. And you mentioned Ederson. You've been on the Ederson kind of, I won't say bandwagon, the opposite of a bandwagon in terms of he's just not good enough for a long time. And I think now football fans who maybe don't watch City as much as you do are starting to see it. That game against Real Madrid was his fault.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in the Champions League, you need your keepers to come up big. Thibaut Courtois, how many times did he come up big for Real Madrid in big moments? So I'm interested to see, does he keep Ederson in goal or does he switch to Ortega? Because I think that had a big part to
not
play.
been in great form either, is he?
Ortega's not been in great form, and we were speaking about it off air as well. The Ederson thing is so frustrating because there is no one like him who is as good with his feet. And I know his mistake was with his feet that led to that second goal. But honestly, when Ederson is playing, City are just a better team. He is a much worse goalkeeper than Ortega. I've said it for a long time.
What, shot-stopping wise?
Shot-stopping wise. People laugh at me. I think as a goalkeeper, everything above the feet wise, I think he's probably one of the worst, if not the worst, in the Premier League. He never saves shots. No, he really never saves shots. I think he's quite poor in one-on-one. He's unbelievably erratic. Like in the first half, he gave away that penalty for Vinicius Junior. He was offside, but that was right in front of me, and it was so clear to anyone who'd ever played football before: either run now and get the ball, or stay in your net. Don't not run and then just foul him. But he does that all the time, always in big moments. I think Ederson has to play because I think his build-up with his feet is crucial to the way we play. And I do think that if Nico Gonzalez is fit, and I know he only had 20 minutes against Luton, but he looked good and he looked like he could be a runner. He looked physical. He looked quite strong compared to what we have in your Kovacic, Gundo, Bernardo Silva. If he can play and John Stones can play at right back, but in that sort of moving into the midfield role, and then I think Marmoush, Phil Foden, Savinho, Doku, Haaland, any sort of mixture of those players, I believe Jack Grealish is out, any sort of mixture of those players on their day can hurt you. And I think if we get that midfield right and we block that midfield with Gonzalez and with Stones sitting in there, who are two obviously defensive-minded players and very calm on the ball, I do think we can stop them playing because their better chances only came when Rico Lewis came on, when Akanji went off, when Jack Grealish went off, when Gundogan and Kovacic came on into midfield.
Honestly, I think like any other team, and I fully hear it.
Yeah.
Like tactically speaking, I agree with you. If that is the midfield, like you could definitely stop them playing. But they don't play.
It's a weird aura that they have, and you hate to like buy into the narrative because it seems pretty lazy. But Real Madrid in the Champions League are just a different prospect. There's a different mentality. It comes from the players. It's when you sign for Real Madrid, you can win 15 La Liga titles. They do not care. It's about how many Champions Leagues do you got on your resume. And I feel like when it's under the lights on the Champions League, I think Real Madrid players just turn up because they know it's a different expectation, and they've got players who welcome that pressure. Jude Bellingham welcomes that pressure. So does Vinny. So does Kylian Mbappe. And I think unfortunately for City, it will just be a little bit too much at the Bernabeu.
Score prediction?
It's going to be it'll be a very close 3-1. I think that City will be in the game. City might even take the lead. I think Real Madrid will get back into the game and score goals late and end up winning the game pretty comfortably.
I think it goes to extra time. I don't know what score. I don't know how. I think it goes to extra time. I think City win 2-1, and I don't know what happens.
In extra time?
No, I think City win 2-1, take it to extra time, and then I don't know what happens. After that, I'm just going on vibes. I mean, I'm going on vibes.
Yeah.
But I think 2-1.
There's no rationale prior to not going back with vibes. I think it'll be 3-1 Madrid. I agree. I think it'll be a tighter game than maybe what I've said so far. But I think there'll come a point where, similar to the Arsenal game, similar to the Brentford game, similar to the Brighton game, where like Madrid, and because Madrid have the quality, we'll just go, let's just take it away from them.
Oscar Bevis for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on the Zone. What's happening, Ed?
All good, mate.
Did you enjoy your little Burger King step with the boys the other day?
I've got to say, I mean, that's coming out in the vlog, isn't it, Parsons? The Burger King. Yeah, when does that come out?
This week.
Okay, so we had a Burger King at Manchester Airport, didn't we? It cost me 34 quid, the Burger King.
You have ordered so much.
I had one hamburger, which was £2.49, and you lot ate. You also bought coffee. How we doing, boys?
Do you not like a Burger King flat white?
Look, the WBO World Heavyweight Champion, soon to be IBF World Heavyweight Champion. 100%. He's coming home. He's coming home to Ireland. He's coming home to New Zealand. Yahoo!
You believe you beat Daniel Dubois?
I do. I said in my interview with Coogan just now, I think I really like Daniel Dubois, right? I think he's hilarious as well. I think he's got so much more to give in terms of people getting to know him. When you achieve what he's achieved, it can go one or two ways. Your head can fall off. You've gone to Brazil for a couple of months. You're absolutely caked. Just, or you excel, right? You go to another level. Either could happen. And I don't think his head's fallen off. I just think that Joe has got the mentality and the timing of where he's at right now in his life